Hello, everyone. Listen, as promised, okay, we're going to go ahead and tackle, you know what? Let's go with an even bigger number. I was going to put up 5,000, but let's go with 10,000. All right. You got $10,000 through no earning of your own, right? People saw your credit report and your credit score and were like, wow, we got to give this guy and this girl some money so they can spend it. And you were like, yes. Okay. But you need to borrow. Of this 10,000, you got to borrow, let's say, well, you're going to be under your utilization. So we're going to borrow 2,000. Okay. How about that? We're going to borrow $2,000 from this $10,000. So the $2,000, okay. Now you're at $8,000, but we don't really care about the $8,000. You know what we care about? We care about the $2,000 because that, is going to be what the cash advance is calculated off of. So that cash advance fee is at 3%. Now, folks, we already did the APR, okay? And when you have the cash advance and the APR, all you're going to do is add this cash advance on top of the APR. And let's remember the fine print, okay? Don't think that all credit cards are the same, all right? You guys need to check out my book, what the credit card companies don't want you to know, all right? At one time, these jokers teamed up and they were mobbing against y'all. I'm talking about they had the Tommy gun out. You know what I mean? And they were just aiming right at you. It was part of a conspiracy that they had to break up back in the 70s, man. It was wild. So while they were doing this here, that money was going right into their pocket. They were ripping it from you. Check that book out, man. It'll make you cry. Okay? The beginnings of the money system, the beginning of the credit system back there in the Mesopotamia, all the way to modern day, man. I wrote that book, man. What the credit card companies don't want you to know. It's got a wolf on it. A lone wolf. Anyway, look, at 3% advance fee. Okay, that's what this is. Okay. Check that fine print. Okay. You can invest in my class, Velocity Banking 2.0. You can get a talk with me. We'll go over the fine print, show you what it means. We'll give you a debt reduction schedule, show you what dates to pay them off, to pay those the debts off, right? And build your wealth. We do that personally with a real person on the line. Okay, 2,000 at 3% advanced fee. That's what it is. So remember, before we went over the $5,000 with the APR at 30%. Right now, we're going to $2,000 at 3%. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and multiply it. All right, we're going to multiply $2,000, multiply it by 3%. But what do? We move the decimal 2 places, which means we got to add a 0 in front of it. All right, here we go. And we're just going to go ahead and count the zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go ahead and multiply 3 times 2 is 6,000. And then we will 1, 2. Okay, because we had to remember move the decimal 2 places, we have to also move this decimal 2 places. It's going to be $600. Advanced fee of $600. Oh no! It's an advanced fee of $600. Isn't that a pathetic? Why? Right? Because 3% of 2,000 is really $600. Right? Is it? No, it's not. No, it's not. Watch this, okay? When you're multiplying, okay, you're always going to want to put the 3 as a whole number right here and in the beginning. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and back up here. We're going to want to count the zeros, 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to multiply 3 multiplied by 2. It's 6. Okay. Now you add in the decimal. 1, 2. Okay. Now you say 1 and then 2. This is 3%, folks. It's 3%. So this $60 is 3%. Okay, of $2,000. How do I know that? Well, because $200 is 10% and $20 is 1%. Okay, 1 times 3. And then you take that, because 1 times 3 is 3, right? 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. That's $60. So this is a $60 cash advance fee that you have for grabbing out $2,000 from your credit line. You do know that they are taking your money as you're leaving it sitting in your checking and savings account, right? So why not place your income inside of a line of credit? Instead of people robbing you, won't you do something with it? Won't you take from your credit card and place it towards a loan of some kind so that you can get out of that loan and increase your cash flow? Because month over month, you're paying $300, $400, $500 each month. Why not place that back into your account so that you can get a bigger credit card, so you can get bigger lines of credit, so that you can get a bigger property, all right? Have it cash flow even more and be even more of a good steward of what you've been given. Listen, folks, 3% cash advance is no big deal, especially when you have big plans. Okay, folks, thank you so much for joining me. We want you to holler in with your questions, okay? Like, share, and subscribe this all over the place. Get my class, because it goes into detail about this. You can rewind me over and over and over again. We get into detail about it, and we want you to know more than you did in school. God bless, and you have a great night.